Hey guys, what's going on? Laxed Gamer here, and today is the day that I upload how to defeat Oryx. This is the final boss fight in the Taken King raid, and I must say, this fight is absolutely insane. I have never fought a boss fight this cool since Terramorphous from Borderlands 2, and I thought that was pretty freaking crazy. This, though, definitely takes the cake. This not only requires huge amounts of teamwork and skill, but also firepower, coordination, knowledge. There's a lot of things you need to know. So, I'm going to start off. When you first start, it's going to be kind of like the Daughters in the sense where you have a plate where it starts at. Except this time the plate that it starts at is the plate that he slams down on. He's gonna put this aura, and you become the Shadow Runner again. You have to run that, except this time it's not RNG based. You get to choose who is the runner. As you can see here, Oryx looks directly at me, but he doesn't pick this one. So I know I have to be there. You're gonna need 3 people on the totem, okay? You're gonna need one on each of the ones except for the one where he slams down on. Okay? Pretty much, or not the one he slams down on, my bad. Where the relic kind of aura thing is. And he's just gonna have to run around just like in the Daughter fight. Now, there are going to be ogres that spawn roughly 5 to 10 seconds apart. So, the 2 people who don't have to be on those totems, they have got to help kill them. I cannot believe how many times I've died to those fucking things just because those guys don't kill them and I'm just left to die, pretty much. Once you get that, you're gonna go to the Vessel of Oryx, which spawns underneath the Hive Tomb ship. Okay? And basically, after that, you're going to have to burn him. You're going to need, I believe, at least 295 plus players to get him to flinch, or he will kill you. After that, you're going to need a few people to stay in damage, and a few people to go detonate their bombs. You're going to need at least 1 weapons of light on this. However, I would recommend you having 2, one for each rotation, although it's not impossible to get your super back. I would also recommend 1 shadow shot, and you'll see why in the next phase. Once you've damaged him with that damage sequence, you're gonna run around like a chicken with your fucking head cut off. Why? Because he shoots fucking bombs at you. As you can see, they're just behind me, and I am hauling ass running this entire time, and I am barely surviving. It is a struggle to not die. But all you have to do is just run around in a circle, and you're not gonna die. Normally just have a few people just running around in circles here, and then it should work out pretty good. The nice thing is, though, no ad spawn, or else it could be an absolute bitch. And he also doesn't attack you, actually, besides him slamming down. Like that. What you're going to want to do is you're going to let the Shadow Runner jump up first. Grab that. And then you're going to have the second guy go on and hold that platform down. Okay, if you're on the totems, help out with the ogres. It is up to the ad patrol to kill them, but you shouldn't just let them kill you. You have to put up a good fight. If you really need to, use your sniper. Trust me, it'll work. And basically, that's all there is. This fight is actually really, really easy. Maybe one of the easiest boss fights today, as long as you have a good team that works together, knows what they're doing, and has good firepower. Like I said, though, you are going to need at least a few 295s. However, it shouldn't be that much of a problem for how long the raid has actually been out, and it's relatively easy. As you can see, you should use a sniper. However, things like Jade Rabbit are not all that effective, simply because there is no crit spot on this boss. Same with Black Spindle. You can't chain those shots. You're gonna want to get about a quarter way through his health each time, at least. This time, though, we had to do it in 5 rounds, but I think we only got to enrage his Nier, and we downed that fucker, and look out for a surprise attack, too. If you're gonna take one thing away from this, watch out for a surprise attack. My friend kept trying, and he was so freaking mad. He would just keep getting boned by him at the end, and he was just so pissed. This was the first time that I actually been serious about beating Oryx. Before it was just get as far as I can, learn the mechanics of those boss fights, everything like that. Now this is the second phase. Okay, you're going to get teleported and fight an Echo of Oryx. You're going to want to tether for when he rushes you. As you can see, he does actually get kind of tethered like most normal enemies, and you can damage the fuck out of him. It's also useful here to have a Sunbreak or a Hammer of Soul. What the fuck am I talking about? In order to get high damage on that fucker. He is a powerhouse, okay? You don't want to die there. That's a no-no, okay? It's just not good. But if you are on the one where you don't need to activate your totem, then go help out Ad Patrol. There's going to be only one player, and you have to be the number 2. I was using a sniper because we had to down them pretty quickly, actually. This, by the way, was with all 300s, actually, except for me. I was 299, and these guys were great. They were okay with me being 299. Then again, though, they requested for a 295 team, so not much there. But Touch of Malice is another great gun, again, because you don't take damage. Weapons Light with Touch of Malice is great. In my opinion, it's still the best gun. I think it needs a nerf in some way, shape, or form, because it is the Year 2 G-Horn. Fuck Sleeper Simulant, or whatever the fuck that gay gun is called. That is Year 2 G-Horn. In this sequence, if you want to call it that, you're going to want to just damage the fuck out of him, okay? If you can't manage to do that, you're gonna die, okay? As for this, we had all 300s, and we barely finished it. Like I said, we got to Enrage was near. That's just to go and show how difficult this boss fight is. Like I said, it's one of the coolest, but it's also fairly straightforward. If you learn these mechanics properly, it's, again, really simple. When you get teleported, though, you have to call it out. Call that fucker out. This whole thing is about calling out and communicating, okay? You're really gonna want to put on the damage when you're the first guys in, because those thralls, when they get in there, you're gonna get fucked. Again, if you have your Night Stalker, this is when to use it. You tether him. You give everyone bonus damage. It's what you need. He won't one-shot you, but he basically can two-shot you, and he's very powerful and deadly. When you get teleported, it's a bit disorienting, not gonna lie. A lot of the time I was just looking around going, where the fuck am I? And basically, as long as you don't die, this boss fight is extremely easy. If someone dies, all of a sudden becomes exponentially harder, because then there's only one Ad Patrol guy going to kill those ogres, right? If one gets a bit behind, then the other one's gonna spawn, and it's gonna be this domino effect, right? If you can't get the ogres down quick enough, you're gonna die. You know, there are just so many problems that could go wrong if you die. So that is the biggest no-no. Don't die. And you're also gonna want to have sniper ammo for his charge attack at the end, when he just pops up, when you think he's down, when he's at no health and falls down. You're gonna need sniper ammo. I saved purposely some shots just so that I could easily hurt him, right? I did use some sniper ammo here, which is something you should do. You should not just not use it, but you should try to save some. As you can see there, I'm like, oh shit, I just fucked up my team. But again, this took us 4 rounds. What was that? Only our third or fourth? Yeah, fourth. And obviously, you're gonna want to keep shooting him. Okay, don't get discouraged, no matter what. And like I said, you're gonna want 1 or 2 shadow shots, 2 bubbles, and then high damage classes. So this could be, the Jedi hand thing for the Warlock, Hammer of Soul, Golden Gun maybe, but I'd recommend Shadow Shot more. And that's pretty much all you're gonna want to do. Okay. Like I said, this boss fight isn't difficult. You can do it. Okay. If you can't do it, you have to look at why you're not being able to do it. If you're not putting enough damage in, well, do we have weapons, right? Are we, detonating the bombs? There's a lot of things, and you have to figure out why you're not successfully doing this fight, because for the most part, it's easy. Here we're just gonna finish up. Like I said, this boss fight is actually relatively long. I think the enrage timer is something like 13 minutes, I'm gonna say. Maybe 14, I don't know. Who knows, maybe even 15. But obviously, this video is 12 minutes in. It's a long boss fight. And this was with 300, so it might just be you can't damage him. You physically cannot damage him enough. I know that you do actually have to have at least 295 plus players to get him to flinch and not just kill you, right? You have to put high damage onto him each time or he will kill you. You need to detonate the bombs each time or he will kill you. He is a beast. He's kind of the puppeteer of this fight, in a sense, because he's not the guy who's gonna beast it, okay? It's not like Volta Glass. You're gonna also have to call out when he slams, because, frankly, that's really important. As you can see there, we activated his enrage, or got it to enrage his near. Now, that was a really scary moment because we were all like, oh shit, we're not gonna have enough time, right? As you can see, he still had a lot of frickin' health, and we really didn't have, the best weapons. But this is what it's gonna look like when you actually put enough damage into him. Okay, then you have to get ready. No downtime on this play. You all have to go get ready, get weapons, and get fucking hyped. Use that shadow shot. I don't think it affects it, but still. Use golden gun. Use whatever you can. You have to put high damage onto him. It looked easy in that, and it kind of was. But that fucks up a lot of new players. If you guys found this useful and enjoyed, please do drop a like and subscribe. I will be doing raid weapon reviews, starting with the fucking auto rifle. But I will also be doing exotic reviews. So year 2 weapons, I have every weapon that can drop from RNG. So if you guys enjoyed, please do drop a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys. Fuck. Oh my god. Oh. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh. Sounds so. Yeah. Team picture, boys. Get in the line. You gotta. Okay. Thanks, coach.